Hey, how's it going on YouTube? Welcome back to another amazing video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can improve your FPS and get better performance in Marvel Rivals Season 1. Make sure to watch this video till the end and stick around. Without wasting any more time, let's get started with the intro. Alright, step number 1 is the best Windows settings, and for that simply search for settings on your PC and then go down to gaming. Head over to game bar and simply disable it. Game bar is an overlay service which uses your CPU and RAM resources. Disabling that will help you to improve your PC's performance. Go back to gaming, head over to game mode and turn this thing on. It will optimize your PC by turning things and applications off in the background, improving your FPS. After that, go down to graphics, then click on change default graphic settings and enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling as well as optimizations for windowed games, as it will reduce input and render latency. Go back to graphics and then click on the browse button and then locate Marvel Rivals. Once you find it, simply open it up and then head over to Marvel Game, Marvel, Binaries, Win64 and then select Marvel Rivals Win64 shipping.exe. Click on add, and if that is already added, scroll down to find that. Select it, head over to options and then select high performance to ensure that it utilizes your graphic card. Then select save and then close it. Next step is the compatibility settings, and for that open up Steam. Right click on your game, head over to manage and then click on browse local files. Head over to Marvel Game, Marvel, Binaries, Win64 and then right click on your Win64 shipping. Head over to properties, then head over to compatibility and then click on disable full screen optimization. Then change high DPI settings, select override high DPI scaling behavior, click on OK and then close it. This will help you to improve your input latency. Before we move ahead, I want to introduce you guys to LD Shop. The platform offers you in-game currencies to materials at discount. LD Shop is an official distributor with a 4.9 rating and over 500 reviews on Trustpilot. They have wide varieties of games from PC to mobile. Okay, once you're on the website, locate Marvel Rivals, or you guys can go to the link in the description below. And right over here, you guys can find all of the products you can buy for Marvel Rivals. I would like to top up 100 lattices on my account. So select that, and now you need to enter your game UID. For the UID, open up your game and see the UID right over here. Simply copy it and then paste it onto Marvel Rivals UID right over here. Then click on top up. Once the transaction is completed, you guys can see transaction completed. Click on that and voila, now I have 100 lattices added into my account, which is super simple and very convenient. It took me literally 1 second to add that in my account. They also have a 24-hour support system that can assist you better. They have huge offers going on every now and then, so you guys can go check out LD Shop from the link in the description below. Next step is creating a restore point, and for that simply search for create a restore point on your PC and then go down to local disk C. Click on create and name it Marvel Rivals just so you can remember it. I highly recommend you guys now to skip this step if you want to restore all of your settings back to normal without any kind of data loss. Once that is done, simply click on close and close system properties. Next step is the Marvel Rivals S1 FPS pack. I'll be leaving a link to this down in the description below. You guys can download it from there or join my Discord server. In here you'll find in 5 simple folders. Let's start with the first one, that is CPU priority, in which I have left AMD and Intel CPU priority. Once again, if you have an AMD CPU, you can double click on the AMD CPU priority, and the same for Intel CPU priority. It will help you to set up the correct DWORD values for your processor to perform better. Go back. Second folder is about RAM optimization, and it does a similar job but for your RAM. Simply select the RAM from the preset. I use 32 GB, and to know that you can simply search for system information on your PC and then look for installed physical memory. Simply apply that registry for your PC by double clicking on it, and if that doesn't give you a better performance, you can reset it back to default from this registry. Third one is Rivals priority, in which I have left above normal and high priority. For this, I would recommend you guys to leave your PC specs down in the comments below, and I'll be telling you guys which priority you need to choose right over here. Fourth one is batch and programs, in which I have left 3 command files and then 2 programs. Let's start with the first command file, that is cache cleaner. Simply right click on it as administrator. This will automatically delete all temporary files off of your PC, which is actually a really healthy process, and I would recommend you guys to do it. Next one is disable memory compression, and it helps you to run a few commands on your PC. You can simply change this disable to enable to reset it back again. It will help you to disable memory compression, which runs a lot of processes in the background, which is not really necessary. It will help you to certainly improve your PC's performance. Next one is disable USB power saving. It is a really simple command. You can edit in Notepad and see the changes that it is going to do on your PC. It will help you to disable all kind of power saving features on your USB to get rid of all kind of input lags. Right beneath that, you'll find MSI Mode Utility 3.0. Simply right click on it as administrator. Once this software opens up, select your graphic card, click on the MSI button next to it, and for the interrupt priority, you're gonna have to set it to high. Click on apply and close it. This will allow your graphic card to handle more interrupts and improve the performance. Next one is Unpark CPU, which is also a very simple and classy tool. Right click and run it as administrator. Now this tool will help you to keep all of your CPU cores up and running, and to ensure that you can slide your core parking index all the way up to 100% and then click on apply. This will ensure that all of the cores are enabled and you're getting the best performance possible out of your processor. Last one is the unwanted service, in which I have left a ton of services, and to disable them you can simply double click and start disabling them. For maximum performance, I would recommend you guys to disable every single one of these services, but if you use Bluetooth or printer services, disable everything except these two. Once again, if you want to revert any of them back again, use the revert registries folder to revert them back. Once all of that is done, simply close your FPS pack. Next step is the config settings, and for that simply press Windows and R key together and then type in Msconfig right over here. Then head over to the boot section, advanced options, then select number of processor and choose the maximum number of processors available right over here. Click on OK and then click on apply. Then head over to the services tab and then select hide all Microsoft services. Then start disabling all unwanted services right over here. Some of these services may include Adobe update services, Apple service, fan control and RGB service, printer services, browser update services, any kind of servers that you are running, overlay services, and a lot more. Know that what you are doing, because disabling these services might crash some of your programs which are dependent. Some programs are VGC, which is really dependent for your Valorant. Once you're done with that, simply click on OK. Then click on exit without restart. Next step is de-animating Windows, and for that simply search for adjust the appearance and performance of Windows, and once you are here, click on adjust for best performance, then select custom, and now you wanna have to select save taskbar thumbnail previews, show thumbnails instead of icons, show window contents while tracking, and smooth edges of screen fonts. These 4 options will help you to keep the basic look of your Windows intact while disabling all kind of unnecessary animations of your PC. The next step is right in the advanced tab, that is in the virtual memory. Simply click on change button and then deselect automatically manage paging file size over here. For your local disk C, set the size to 1361, and for the maximum size, open up your calculator. Now once again, I use 32 GB RAM, so I need to multiply that with 1024 because the demand is in megabytes. Divide this value by 2 and the new value should be pasted in the maximum size right over here. Click on set, click on OK, then click on apply, and this is how you optimally set your virtual memory. It is a concept used by Windows. When your RAM is completely utilized, it utilizes your PC automatically utilizes your hard disk drive as a virtual RAM. Once that is done, click on OK, and now you guys can drop into the game with the best in game settings. Okay, once you're in your game, press your escape key and then head over to settings. Then in the display settings, make sure that your display mode is always set to full screen. Then click on apply. Next, for your anti-aliasing and super resolution type, I would recommend you guys to go with NVIDIA DLSS if you have a NVIDIA graphic card, or with AMD FSR if you have an AMD graphic card. For the super resolution mode, go with quality or balanced. Both of them works perfectly fine. AMD FSR 3 frame generation, I would not recommend you guys to turn this thing on. Enable reflex low latency if that is available for you. Limit FPS turned off. Show FPS on. Network stats on. VSync off. Then for the graphics quality, set it to custom. Global illumination, I would recommend you guys to go with SSGI. Reflection quality, go with screen space reflection. Global illumination, go with off. Reflection quality, go with off. Model detail, high. Post processing, low. Shadow detail, medium. You guys can also go with low. Texture detail, I have gone with high, but you guys can go with medium. That works fine. Effects detail, medium. Foliage detail, medium. After that, press enter to apply these settings and then click on confirm. Once all of that is done, you guys can now drop into the game with the best FPS possible. So guys, that was it for this video. I hope I could have helped you out. If I could have, make sure to leave a like and smash hit subscribe button, since we are really close to 1000 subscribers. I would appreciate you guys. We'll see you all in another amazing video. Until then, stay tuned, keep watching Tweakrz, and peace out.